Hello. Okay, we're live. Woo! You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome back to this month's Parenting in 10. This month is about self-care, and we're going to talk about the mental aspect of it, the physical, the spiritual, what we eat. We have a great lineup this month. But tonight, you guys, I have a wonderful guest on. She's going to be talking about the mental aspect of self-care, Dr. Tanesha Elegbede. I'm excited. I'm going to introduce her. I'm going to talk a little bit about her and her background, and then I'm going to put her on, okay? So, Dr. Tanesha Elegbede is a wife and a mom of two amazing boys. She holds a Doctor of Education degree in Organizational Leadership, a Master's in Marriage and Family Therapy, and a Bachelor's in Criminal Justice. She has more than a decade of professional work experience in the field of social services. Dr. Elegbede is currently building a nonprofit company to assist at-risk youth and their families to help them prepare for a better future. And she believes that family engagement is a very important factor in having family success. Dr. Elegbede is an advocate for the social and emotional learning model, where she believes that if we help build children's social and emotional learning skills, it will help them become responsible adults. All right, I'm going to go ahead on and bring her in, guys. All right, you're coming on in a minute. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for coming. Did we like cover it all? Like, geez, did we cover
Yeah,
it all?
pretty much.
Well, we're gonna go ahead and dive right back and dive into this. And as you guys know, she got two amazing boys. If you're a parent, it is fine. This is what we're about. Is real, and this is what's about. So I'm loving it. So can I ask a question? With all of your background, what is the why behind what made you go into the field you're in and get your doctorate in? What is the why behind it?
Well, my why, I just love people. I love helping others. I have that soft spot in my heart for helping others. It started with the love of helping at-risk youth, working in the juvenile justice field, working in the system. I see that's where it starts. Just
Mhm.
making if our youth are put together, then they have a better chance of becoming successful adults. So that's pretty much my why I'm in the field that I'm in, and why I just love serving people. And my goal is to help build, a better future, especially for our minorities.
Yes. I love that. I really do. I love that. And what I really loved about what you said is the social emotional part, because we're talking about self care this month. And so
Mhm.
I'm such a big advocate for our youth learning the social and emotional developmental skills they need, because it's going to help them as they get older. They're going to be able to adjust better. Mentally, they're going to be able to focus a lot better. And I think that really ties in with self care for adults. So
Oh
with
yeah.
adults, we don't have that social emotional background. I think it makes it hard for us to mentally get ourselves kind of focus and understand we got to mentally get our mind right, because we can't take care of ourselves if we mentally can't function, right? So
Right,
my
right.
question to you is, how important is managing our mental health and having time for self-care as parents? How important is that?
Oh, it's very important. It's like the airplane rule, where you can't, save anybody else first unless you have your, seatbelt on, and your life, your mask, and your vest. So it comes down to that. You can't service your children or your loved ones unless you are taking care of yourself first. So taking care of yourself is a valid goal. It should be a valid goal for anybody. It
Mhm.
helps you support the people that you love. The mental health of our children, they're connected to us as parents. So a child's healthy development depends on their parents or the caregivers, because basically we're their first source of support and becoming independent and leading and living healthy and successful lives. I feel as parents, it's very important that we keep our mental health healthy. We must pay attention to our own physical, mental, and emotional health so that
Mhm.
we can handle the challenges that come along with parenting. Because let's keep it real, parenting is not easy. There's not a
Yeah.
handbook. You got to figure it out as you go.
Mhm.
I'm learning. I have a 2-year-old and a 6-year-old. So,
Ooh.
it's a lot that come with it. And their boys on top of that.
Mhm.
So, I mean, it's a lot being a parent and managing stress. So self care is very important. It's much needed.
Yeah.
As a parent, we need to understand how stress affects us. Um, Common signs of stress: you got headaches, low energy,
Mhm.
digestive issues, body
Yes.
aches and pains, sleep disturbances. So stress plays a big deal, and self care is something that we do need. in order to manage the stress. Once you identify what stress does for you or does to you, then you have, a better chance of dealing with it, because then you are more aware of what it is and how to basically relieve those symptoms.
And I think you made such a valid point that the mental part really messes with our physical. So I think we don't realize it because we keep going as parents. We don't realize, wait, I'm not sleeping. I got a headache. What's going on? Because I'm stressed out. And one thing, I have a friend of mine, she has a mentor program, and it's so funny because she's actually talking about self-care. I had no idea she was, but it's important. It's just we got to hear it
Very,
all over.
very. Yeah,
And so I really she mentioned something that you can't pour into others if you don't pour into yourself. You can't be the best parent you can for them if you're not trying to take care of yourself. And you
that's
can't
so
forget
true.
about self.
That's so true. And as parents, we do have to recharge ourselves. I mean, we're not
Mhm.
the Energizer Bunny. We can't just keep
Exactly.
going, 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 going. We have to find time for ourselves. I know it's
Yep.
hard. We get distracted, especially by thinking
Mhm.
about when you're trying to rest. Oh, I should be doing this, because I'm very guilty
Exactly.
of that.
I am guilty of
So
that.
we got to definitely make time for ourselves without the guilt.
Mhm.
Even schedule it, put it on your calendar, put it in your phone.
Yep.
Take 15 minutes, do some
Mhm.
mindfulness, some yoga, do some stretching, some walking. Start small. It doesn't have to be something big. 15 minutes a
Mhm.
day of self-care will make a big difference.
Yep.
It's very important that we do take that time out. And I'm definitely going to take the advice for myself,
Yeah.
because I mean, it is definitely something that's hard, but
Mhm.
it's definitely something we need, especially as women. I mean, we can go, 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 and we forget about ourselves. So
Yes.
definitely taking that time out to take care of ourselves so that we can be the best for our families.
I agree. It's so funny. My husband, he comes right in, he gets out his work clothes, he gets ready. I'm like, I gotta learn how to do that because I am still
Yeah,
fully in my work clothes. I'm cooking, I'm doing this. I'm like, we gotta take pointers from our men because I really think they onto something. Like
that's so true. That's
I'm
so
like,
true.
so I definitely
Yeah.
agree. And I think, like you said, I think a lot of us are guilty for that. That's why I wanted to do this segment because I am one of those who are totally guilty of that. I was just telling you before we went on that I went on a vacation in February. I felt so horrible. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving the kids. Did I do this? Did I do that? And my mom looked at me and she was like, you do enough. You need to go. Go have
That's
fun.
right.
See your
Yeah,
brother. Enjoy your time. And don't feel guilty
exactly.
about it. You're going to come back. And my kids, they miss me. They make you feel kind of bad. But I
Uh-huh.
had the best time. I mentally was like able to come back and tackle the world now.
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
definitely agree with that. Well,
yeah.
I was going to ask you some resources and tips, but I think that was amazing. So you
Thank
guys
you.
heard her. Start off small, even if it's 5-10 minutes. If you got to go in the closet and just take a minute to breathe, whatever
Yeah,
that looks like for you, take self care. I want to say thank you so much, Dr. Tanesha Elegbede, for
no
coming on.
problem.
I appreciate this. Thank you so much.
No
This was
problem.
amazing. And if anybody missed this live, they're going to catch the replay. I'm telling you, you guys don't want to miss this.
Okay.
So
And,
thank you
and
so
just
much.
just one little thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of different tips on YouTube and
Hmm.
Google about self-care, how to better, take care of yourself. Some really good ideas on,
Hmm.
besides just eating healthy and exercising and sleeping. So definitely just do a Google search or a YouTube search to
Hmm.
see what's out there. There's a lot of apps now
Yeah.
that has like 5 minute meditation just to get your mind to recharge. So definitely just look into it. There's a lot out there.
I like that. So the best advice I took from this, you all parents, recharge for yourself too, and do not feel guilty. I think that's the biggest part, especially for
Yeah.
moms. We always feel guilty. Take time for yourself. So
Yes.
thank you so much for that. I appreciate you guys. Give
No
her a big
problem.
hand. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
Thank you. Thank you for having
Um,
me.
I'm excited, and definitely if you missed this live, you guys catch the replay. All right.
Thank you.
Talk to you later.
All right. Bye.
All right, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. And guess what? We did it in under 10 minutes. Woo! We did it. Guys, take this time out for yourself. You deserve it. You need it. And don't feel guilty about it. I think that she really hit a good point. Do not feel guilty. Don't. And when you rest, don't think about what you got to wash, what you got to do. Because I know for a fact I'm like that. But I also want to make a plug for my friend, Miss Crystal Nelson. She does Trend and Treasures. I actually took some self care for myself and bought these jewelries for myself, really inexpensive. And I took that time for me because I got to feel good for me. So I'm just doing a plug. Go on Trend and Treasures. Check her out. If you need retail therapy like I do sometimes, she got some great jewelry. So check her out. So that's my plug for her. And think about whatever it is. Like she said, go on Google, research, find what works for you for self care. Because I know I need to. Thank you guys so much. If you missed this live, catch the replay. And we'll be back next Monday to talk about you are what you eat. And what does that have to do with self care? So, you guys, you know what? I will see you next week, next Monday night, 7 Central Time, for our next host. Thank you again, Ms. Dr. Tanesha Elegbede, for coming on and giving us some great pointers. All right, you guys have a blessed and wonderful night. And as always, Pals Consultants wants to tell you what? You are amazing. You are the best. You are blessed. And you got this. Let's do it. Self care, y'all.